you know, watching this Diddy case, it makes me excited. Like, I'm happy. I'm happy I came home to from the Navy, and I didn't jump back in that relationship, because you know what? I see that these women will do anything just to make other women jealous. They don't really love you, because how you was acting when I was off on the ship was not that wasn't showing me I love you. That was showing me I know I can make you look like something, and I really want to look like that something, and I know you won't do no Diddy type stuff to me, and I already ruined your name a lot so that you can't recover just in case, so you have to get back with me. I see how the manipulation would have been. I would have been from one manipulative situation to another manipulative situation to another situation. And I realized women are just really out to, or at least I think a lot of industry women are just out to make you jealous, women jealous of what they say they have. It's not really about what the man's happy with. They'll give you gifts, they'll flood you with love, love bomb you. But when you say I want this or I want kids, or and they not thinking that way, they're not having it. They're not having it. So now, granted, if she would have said I want to have kids, I probably would have jumped into it and I would have been serious about it. But I haven't been in a relationship since 2014, 15 because of how manipulative women are. I love women to death, I really do. But I love y'all from a distance, because I realize that y'all are some nasty creatures. I love, you can't say too much. You can't do nothing, because if you do, you touch them, you do anything, like, you know what I mean? You get physical with them, like sexually or whatever have you. I've seen it in the military. They come out of nowhere later on, and I've had it done to me. They try to save their relationship from doing the fuck that they did, and they gonna put your name out there, and they not afraid to ruin your life, your relationship with everybody and anybody who thought they knew you, loved you, cared for you, because they got caught up in something. And it's nasty. Like, I had a homegirl, I had a girl message me, and she said, I just want to apologize for doing that to you, because my ex-boyfriend told me I had to do it to make him happy. And then she got drug tested and got kicked out the military. But you threw smut on my name for something that you did that pissed me off later on. And now I realize why everybody was looking at me, talking to me crazy, blah, blah, blah. I just didn't respect women on top of that. I can't even lie to you, because I knew I only wanted one woman. But then I realized when I came home from the military, on my leave or whatever have you, certain individuals will be right in front of you. But the minute you leave, they back talking, you did this, you asshole, you this, and that, blah, 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 blah. It's like, what? So I just got tired of the manipulation, because I got manipulated by my mother, I got manipulated by the military, I got manipulated by, and it's already hard enough being a black man. And I don't need you to add more crap to it because you came up with something that I didn't do. So as much as I love the glitz and the glam, and I want to be, into the celebrity lifestyle, I just wasn't willing to deal with the demonic evils of being in the industry, or dealing with an industry woman, especially an actress. You see these women all corroborated this whole situation on Diddy. I understand he's nasty dude. I'm not on his side. I'm not on the women's side. But I see how messed up all humans could be, especially in the industry. We all know that this dude Diddy had his hand in on a lot of nasty, crazy stuff. Biggie, Tupac, Nipsey, all that stuff. Like, you see his right hand, you see his fingerprints on everything. But there's one person you don't see his fingerprints on, and I know that this person was in the circle of the people that I was right there with. You know, I tell these stories to people, and people probably think that I'm crazy. Like, yo, you know what you're talking about? You wasn't about to be in the NBA. You wasn't messing with it. I would never lie to you. I would never lie to you. I was right there. I was doing it, but I realized, or even my family realized, how disgusting this industry is. So, in a way, I'm thankful for having manipulative parents, but I would love to have my money. I would love to have just played the game. I'll do damn near anything just to be able to play the game. But I wasn't into, and I didn't have the wherewithal to know I was being manipulated. I was just being used as a pawn for something else, for this woman's greed, hunger to be famous, lust for attention. Women listen, they will sell their souls just to buy some attention. And I saw it. I seen it. I've lived it. I'm blackballed because of it. Okay? So, I'm not taking sides at all. But I understand every character in this situation. And I realize Diddy was evil, and them women are scorned. It's just, and I can only imagine, I can only imagine what really is happening to me because I didn't agree to do what they wanted me to do. I see the blackball. There's no reason why my handsome, big, strong, well-spoken ass can't get a job up in Connecticut. I came home from the military and it was impossible for me to get a job. I know I was around all the papers, magazines, all that stuff in Connecticut, right? Right in that little moment in time where we was at that painting. And it was exposing themselves to me because they didn't want me to go off to the military. And then I realized this is evil. So yes, I'm happy that I didn't jump into it because it's gonna get cleaned up real soon, and the lies are gonna become, you know, they're gonna step into the light. But women will sell their soul to buy some attention, and men will do anything to dip they in something, a hole. I can't lie to you on that. And I'm just not that human being. I got respect for myself, my body. I work hard. I do natural stuff. I may not have spoken to people the proper way back in the day, but I was going through some things and I didn't have nobody to explain anything to me until I started doing more research on YouTube. So right now, I'm seeing that I've dodged a major bullet. I want to play basketball, but I'm to myself. And sometimes just because of where you're from, who you're dealing with, the way you look, your energy, your aura, people gonna hate you because of it. They're not gonna like you because they don't have that same energy but they want to sell their body, they want to sell their soul, they want to do everything to get the attention that you got. And that's why I had to break away after so long of being at home back in Connecticut. I had to walk away because I was being blackballed, and then I was being blackballed, and then I was being blackballed by my own family, you know? And not to keep harsh, you know, tagging in on it, like keep talking about it, but it's just like everything's starting to come to the light now. I see why things were the way they were, and people were acting the same way they were, you know, acting like you didn't know who I was when I came, you know, when I was off in the military, but then when I got home, you was right there to pick me up. You was right there to hang out with me the whole time. And what really messed it up was, remember that Christmas? I was getting ready to leave like the 26th, and you decided you wanted to go do whatever you was doing. That's when I realized I was done. Because no man, or nobody, or nothing should be more important than me if you're trying to build this whole big community with me. So it's either be manipulated by one thing or be manipulated by another thing. And at the time, it sounded better to be manipulated by my family. But now I just don't like manipulation at all, and I just rather be away from all of it. And that's why I'm where I am right now, minding my own business. I want to get back to basketball, but I don't want to deal with the harassment because I know it's going to come. I want to be, jump into modeling and acting, all this other stuff, but I know what kind of harassment is going to come. But I feel like this is going to clean up a lot of things, and the good girls are going to come back very, very soon because this thought situation, all that stuff that's going on, sex is nothing but a doorway into more evil, demonic, nasty things. And some people just get married to, act like they didn't do it, they didn't participate. But we know what you really did. So, people ask me why I'm not in a relationship. Is it because you like men or something? No, I don't care for a goddamn man. I just like my space and my silence because for so many years I was just trying to find silence, bro. For so many years, for 36 years, 38 years really, I was looking for silence. I didn't care if it was me sitting in a car. I just wanted to hear nothing and just think for myself and not be told what to do just because of where I was born, where I was placed at, who birthed me, who raised me, like the person across the street felt a certain kind of way. I'm just happy I got away. I'll take not having the proper fame, celeb, attention, money, all of that, just to have a peace of mind. To know nobody's playing with me. Because if you start playing with me, then I gotta go out of my way. I ain't a stoic. I'm not gonna sit here and act like I'm somebody that I'm not. I will slap you. I don't care. This is all just the devil to me. Like, Earth to me, honestly, in my way of seeing it, first of all, we're in a dome. And I feel like they're just playing with us. They're just messing with us. This isn't real. Like, so I don't have a problem not being here, tomorrow. I don't have a problem with that because I don't have kids. I don't have a relationship. And first of all, I think that this is hell as it is. But I'm just doing my time. I'm serving my time. I feel like this is prison. And to be blackballed and not be in the situation that I should be in and where I should be in life and with all the potential that I have, it just goes to show that there's some evils running everything. So, in due time, I'll start winning again. Due time, things will start going. But I feel like then it'll only be after my child. It'll only be after my because they know they're not getting me. Ain't no way in the world. Unless you take me off this earth, you're not getting me. So, just stay humble. I was very cocky. I was arrogant back in the day, but I think that was my defense because I knew that I didn't have basketball, so I didn't want any other route. Like, I wanted to have a nice, beautiful wife and settle down and maybe grow from there. But like, somebody gonna still want your wife, especially when you're dealing with the industry. They all pass each other around. They all sharing each other, whether they married or not. That don't matter. To get through the door, sometimes you gotta sacrifice something, and I'm not willing to sacrifice my wife, my body, my mental anymore, my space, my silence, my sanity, none of that. So if this is what I gotta do for the rest of my life, I gotta grind, I gotta work, I gotta invest in certain things that I gotta whatever, I'm cool with it. Be silent, I'm down, because I see what this man's going through and I see what the women are going through. And they only after money. This right here, I'm sorry. Homeboy did some messed up things. But this is for some money. And my man's about to go to prison. When he probably learned his lesson right there in that courtroom. I'm not in no way, shape, or form covering for him. But I know if I not going off to the military, that man was gonna find his way to try to be right there around me, and I was gonna be in a room with him. And I know how handsome and how in shape I am, and I know that my dumb ass would have took a drink, and hopefully my lady would have pulled me out of there. But that's not the type of man I want to be, and I want to say that I am. I don't want to be I don't care about partying. I don't care about none of that stuff. Like, I want to know people, I want to network, but if I got to do it in that way, I don't want nothing to do with it.